Thank you so much, Jesse. Well, in today's Hometown Hero, we'll continue the story of Ned B. Kent. The Washington, Indiana resident served in Europe during World War II, and recently he received the Sagamore of the Wabash Award. Today, at 104 years old, he continues to inspire everyone he meets. This photo from New York City in 1945 remains one of the most iconic images of the end of World War II. Massive celebrations took place around the globe as the Allies celebrated the defeat of the Axis powers. A ship bringing U.S. Army Master Sergeant Ned B. Kent and many other soldiers arrived in New York just after the end of the war and the celebration.
But the town was a wreck. People had gone crazy, turned over cars and caused a lot of damage when it was the end of the war.
During the war, Ned B. compiled records and reports for the military. After the war, he continued to help the military, serving as a payroll clerk at Indiana's Camp Atterbury. Later, he ran his dad's limestone ag business until he bought a flower shop in Sanborn, Indiana, which he operated for nearly 30 years with his wife, Adeline. They were married 71 and a half years until she passed away in 2020. He misses her and her many outstanding qualities.
She had the nerve to try anything. She became quite a painter. We got lamps hanging in my apartment that she painted that light up at night. And whatever she did, she made it work.
Ned B. says they also shared duties like taking care of their two sons, especially when she attended night school.
And then she kept going a little more all the time because I took care of the babysitting and the things in the house so she could go. The insects love them. And
At 104, he frequently is asked about the secret to a long life.
You need to know what you're eating. You need to know what you put in your stomach. That's a temple of the Holy Spirit right there. And so you need to feed it well.
He and his wife also stressed to their kids the importance of a strong faith.
Church doesn't take you to heaven, but we tried to teach them about Christ.
He says growing old can be very difficult when you see friends and family members pass away.
I look at my hands and I start counting some of the people that I like to remember. I can't believe they're gone. Important thing is to know where you're going.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Those who meet Ned B. often see a smile and those white teeth, which Ned B. enjoys flashing, and for good reason. Throughout his life, he has had an issue with his teeth, but earlier this year, he received some new teeth.
I was tickled to death. I almost cried.
Ned B. continues to keep busy by tending to the flower gardens where he lives. You see, he always has a plan.
Yeah, I know I'm going to work out the next day because I wanted the 64 pots inside Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then as soon as I get that done, there's something after lunch out here to do.
And you know what? There's a pretty good chance that Ned B. has had another very busy day. I want to thank him for sharing his story, and I want to thank Libby Robinson. She helps Ned B. every day and tries to keep up with him. Well, still ahead in our second half hour of Live at 5, a preview on the companies proposing to obtain a casino license in Terre Haute. And a local church goes all out so kids can enjoy Halloween. Also, coming up, President Biden makes a final pitch to Democrats for his infrastructure bill. Find out what he's doing to get everyone on board. That's coming up next.